Hey, and welcome to day 6 of my daily diaries, where I'm deep diving, showing you how I grow my email list, how I collab, basically behind the scenes of running a business, how to actually make that shift into being a CEO using the CEO framework and getting out of that mindset of being a solopreneur. Getting out of that and actually thinking of your business as a CEO, as a business owner, and not just somebody that's basically swapped your 9 to 5 for being a self-employed, where you actually most of the time would have been better off in a 9 to 5. Let's be honest. So with that said, welcome to day 6. So we've done a few things on the last 5 days. I've done some back end work. I've actually created a welcome video for any speakers. So yes, day 6 is going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to put a little caveat on day 6 saying, you know how they keep saying your network is your net worth? This is so true, because I have a slight advantage going into day 6 where I have a Rolodex of speakers. I have connections. I have made a network of people that I can contact, that I can speak to and say, hey, I'm running this summit. Do you want to be a part of it? Or do you know other people that want to be a part of it? And I've got doors and gateways and, kind of connections open to me that if you're just starting out, if you're just doing this collab for the first time, you may not have access to. But that being said, that doesn't mean that you can't do it, because I was once there. I was once starting, my first summit, my first masterclass, my first challenge. Everything you do, you're always going to be the first at it. Like it's going to be the first time, right? And it's something that you shouldn't be scared of. Just embrace it, enjoy it, and run with it. Because at the end of the day, here's one thing I want you to remember. Don't look at growing your email list, doing collaborations as something big, something like scary, something just like out there, right? Because every person that you're dealing with, it is they're also a person. And sometimes it is their first time doing it. Like they may not have had this summit before. They may not have done certain things before. Remember that on the other side of the screen is another person. So I am fully aware that when I'm looking on this camera lens, I'm looking at you. I want you to succeed. I know that you have the ability to do this, right? And so I want to share with you what I wish somebody had shared with me. I want to pull the veil behind what I'm doing that I wish that I could have had, especially if you can't afford coaching or you're unsure of, like, should you get a coach? Should you do this? Whatever. This is what I want this series to be, for you to actually get coaching, to get insight into things that grow a business, and just to help you along the way. Because at the end of the day, that has been the biggest thing that helped me growing my business, is watching YouTube videos, watching other people, getting books, right? My shelf, actually, let me just try and show you over there. See, I've got a shelf like full of books, right? And that has been one of my biggest means, especially if you can't afford, to put down 10K, 20K, or whatever it is, or $1,000 for mentors. Books are going to be your biggest resource. So with that said, so day 6 for me is all about reaching out for speakers, reaching out. And so I've got a folder where I have seen other speakers, where I've had people come up to me wanting to be part of my other events that they've just not been able to be a part of, where I've said, hey, sorry, it's really full, or they might not be the exact match, but they might be a match for a different thing that I'm doing. So I do have Rolodex of speakers that I can reach out to. So that's what I'm going to be starting and doing today for the 15th of January. If you want to be a part of that event, if you want to go and like watch it, let me know, because it's going to be amazing. So what do you do if you're just starting out? You've never done this before. You don't have a Rolodex. This is what you're going to do. You're going to start looking. Google is your best friend, right? You're going to type into Google summits with whatever a category. Maybe summits around health, or maybe around wellness, or what you're going to do is, and then you're going to look from there at speaking engagements or conferences. Because think about this: conferences, networking events, all the speaking things, they need speakers. What that's going to happen is you're going to see all this events that's been run, especially if you're looking at doing an in-person one. Look in your geographical location. So say, networking events in Dallas, or networking events in Atlanta, or networking events in Miami, whatever, wherever it is that you are, right? Put that down in there and start searching. And then you're going to see events, and you're going to see a list of who the speakers were. That is your list of people that talk on that topic. That is who you're going to reach out to. So what you're going to do is you're going to go find that person's name, and you're going to go do a little bit of research on them, see, what it is that they've done, what other events that they're speaking, and what are they doing on social media. You're going to get to know them, and then you're going to reach out to them saying, hey, especially if there's something that you liked about what they, that they spoke previously. So you can say, I watched you on XYZ, or I watched you do a TED talk, I watched your, Instagram reel, or I watched your Facebook Live, and I really liked what you spoke about XYZ, right? And it's also, here's the thing, and it's, you can say what you like. We like hearing about ourselves. We like talking about ourselves. We like ourselves. We love ourselves. So when somebody talks about us and something that we've done and compliments us, or, gives us accolades and gives us, acknowledges, that is the biggest compliment you're going to get. And it's going to make the person go, yeah, I was good. Oh, I like this person. Okay. And that's saying game recognizes game, right? And they're going to go, oh, yeah, I like this. Like she gets me. So then what you're then going to do is you're going to have that person already pique their interest. And then you start telling them, you're sending out a message saying, I'm running this event, or I'm running this in person, or, give them a little bit of a taster of what it is that they can expect. And if you're following the CEO framework, then what you're going to do when they respond, you're going to, send them through your system, send them through your funnel, or you are going to jump on a call, whatever it is that works for you. But that's one way. So that's one way that you can find speakers, or you can find people to collab with, or you can find people to do a masterclass with, a challenge with, a retreat with, a summit with, a webinar, whatever you want to name it, like whatever you want to name your event. This is just how to actually find people to collab with, right? The next thing you can do is go to Amazon. Go and find people that have written books about what it is that your event is about. So who's written a book? Go then also, don't just go to everybody, look at the reviews. Somebody that has a lot of reviews, that has at least 50 plus reviews, that they also have a following, that they have an audience, which means they've got a mailing list, right? So they can bring people to the event. That's also how you can reach out. You can reach out to anybody on Amazon, as I said. Then you can go look on social media. Who's been posting about events? Put a hashtag, put that hashtag in your Instagram and start looking for people that this is their expertise. Look at the kind of following that they have and reach out to them. There's such a big thing where people look at somebody and they're like, oh, they've got 20,000 followers, or they've got 10,000 followers, and they don't reach out because they're like so scared, like, oh, this person is a big deal. They just people. They're just people like you and me. And at the end of the day, what's the worst thing that they can say? The worst thing they can say is no. If they say no, so what? So what? Too bad, so sad. Move on, right? Don't get hung up on the fact that somebody said no. It's like, oh, no. It means nothing about you, right? Here's the one thing also, going into everyday sales secrets, so that I want you to understand something also. Somebody saying no, all that it means, it's not the right opportunity for them. It's not the right timing, or it's not the right fit. It's got nothing to do with you as a person. It's got everything to do with the circumstances. It could be that now's not a right time. They don't, could be that something's going on financially, or the messaging doesn't align with them. But I want to encourage you that it has got nothing to do with you. It's not a personal reflection on you. It's not a rejection on you. It is just this is not a right fit. Move on to the next one, right? So that is day 6. Day 6 is a little bit longer, but I wanted to get that clear that obviously I've got a slightly unfair advantage on you because I do have a Rolodex, but that doesn't make it any easier for me. It just means that me finding the speakers, my starting source, is a little bit easier. I still, just like you, have to go out and contact them, speak to them, reach out to them, and see if this is going to be a right fit. I do have to do the same things as what you're going to be doing. It's just the pool of names that I'm drawing from is a lot easier than what you are doing, because you obviously have to go find the pool of names firstly. So that's what I'm going to be doing on day 6. I've also just behind the scenes of my business, I have just come off doing an interview. So this is why I'm looking like this. I'm all dressed up. I'm all like glammed up. Not glammed up, but you know what I mean. I've just had an interview again, collabing with another speaker, and she is a Google expert, which is awesome. So that's the thing, always making sure that you are open to collabing opportunities, because this whole hustle mentality of you bring it by yourself, but it's like, yeah, when you help somebody else's business grow, somebody else is going to come and help your business grow. So it's always just a continual helping each other grow our businesses, grow together, because your network is your net worth. And for the longest time, I would stay away from it. It's like, oh, no, but I don't want to put myself out there. What are people going to think? And you're scared of judgment. But here's the thing. you're in a business, right? And in order for you to help other people, you need to put yourself out there. You need to put your open for sale sign out there, like not open for sale, open for business sign out there, so that people can come to you, they can see what it is that you have to offer and see the transformation that you offer them. So with that said, hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again tomorrow for day 7.